Alright, Virgo. Damn, man. It's like the Tower, but better. I mean, I'm blown away by looking at both of them. Whatever is about to happen to you is going to make you realize that basically you are God in human form. In creating your life, you're going to get in better touch not just with a higher power, but with your higher self. So from Wisdom of the Oracle, Higher Power, and then from the Hidden Realms, the Lady of Lightning, Surprise, Sometimes Shock, and Total Paradigm Shift. Now, Higher Power, it says that this card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. But the only reason why that's happening is because you're going to get like a shock here, and it's not a bad thing here with the Lady of Lightning. This one says that this card brings you powerful forces of change in your life. This card tells you to expect a sudden shift in your circumstances. Perhaps a situation you weren't anticipating arises and offers you the opportunity of a lifetime. Or a series of aha moments accumulates to a pivotal flash of insight, causing everything to change just like that. It says maybe someone enters your life and pushes you to new heights. You may have a brilliant idea that hits you like lightning. It says be prepared. Change is imminent, and a total paradigm shift may be upon you. It says don't resist the changes, as this kind of lightning isn't something you want to fight. Here's your overall. The Ten of Wands. I hate it when that's the overall. Immediately when I see that, it's like, okay, it's time to shut it down. There's so much going on. What I worry about, though, is with the Oracle cards, if you're already weighed down, is this going to be what breaks you? You know, but that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. You know, all of this may be happening now so that you're no longer carrying that weight, so to speak, with the Ten of Wands. Usually when this shows up as an overall, you know, whether you're doing this spread or even like the Celtic Cross, right? This is suggesting that the person is dealing with way too much. So for a lot of you right now, you may feel like there is so much going on in your life. There are so many different responsibilities that you have. You know, but this is the end, though, right? But we'll see. In the past, the Two of Wands, you know, the thing that I want to say here is if, for some of you, if you feel like your choices have led you to this point, like, don't blame yourself. With the Two of Wands as the past coming through, this is about, you know, a plan that you had, a plan to take action. You know, there may have been a couple of different ways that you could have gone. But where you are now may be more than what you had expected. But again, right, like it doesn't have to be a bad thing. In the present, the Knight of Wands. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, I don't have a feeling here that what you're doing is, you know, I don't think that it's what you expected it to be. I'll give you that. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think that you made plans and then everything went horribly wrong. When you're looking at the Knight of Wands, you're talking about passion, right? And moving with passion. Now, for some of you, yeah, we could be talking about, you know, possibly a person being in and out. I don't necessarily feel like that's Virgo. Virgo, just, it's not what you do. But you made the choice that led you to this point. Now, for some of you, right, with the Knight of Wands, it's needing to still continue to move forward with, you know, what you chose to do with passion, you know, and not give up on that because of the Ten of Wands being there. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see here. Man, that's heavy. Future conditions, judgment. But it still has the feeling, though, of you being able to just go, I'm done. Like, done. You know, judgment is saying that you're going to have to review everything. You're going to have to take a step back and look at everything that you've been through up to this point. and you're going to have to make an accurate assessment of all of your experiences and then wipe your hands of it. Like, it's done. It's over with. It's clean now. And is that what's going to be the thing that is like the lightning striking for you? Like, okay, I get it now. Like, I can accurately look at this and change my circumstances. Because I still feel like this is leading up to you being able to drop whatever is like weighing down on you so much right now. Damn, Virgo. Your best path to follow, the High Priestess. Now, I don't feel like this is about secrets coming out or anything like that. I don't think that, yeah, absolutely, for some of you with the Ten of Wands, it may be that there's something that you're withholding that you need to release. But I look at this in terms of advice, and I want to tell you that what you feel like you know is the truth. Because like I've said before with the High Priestess, for me, when she shows up, it's one of those things that would point out that like intuitively, something. You just don't have the facts to support it. So whatever it is that you know instinctively is the truth. And, that is what should help you, like, drop everything. Instead of letting everything pile up on you. But like I said, I still feel like you're getting to a place where that's going to be wiped clean for good. But what you know intuitively is accurate. Like, I feel like I need to tell you that that is true, right? Trust what your instincts and your intuition is telling you here. That even if you don't have the facts that you need, it's still the truth here, and it should be enough. It should be enough for you to say, done. Oh, buddy. All right, in your environment, the Ace of Cups. It's not until you're able to kind of like drop everything and assess your situation differently that, that Ace of Cups is going to show up. So that opportunity is definitely there for you. Whether we're talking about new love, new passion, new spiritual connection, absolutely. I mean, look at it, But this is a new beginning that is going to make you happier than what you have been. The problem is whatever is on you now is what needs to be looked at and done and over with. It being in connection to the Knight of Wands, what I want to say to you is, even if you took a path that brought you to this point with the Ten of Wands, you can still take the other path. I still feel like I'm almost looking at that Knight of Wands in reverse for some of you right now. Like, you just don't see how to move forward. Like, you can't find that inner passion to continue and to go towards that Ace of Cups, so to speak. Wow, Virgo. And that to me, I mean, looking at it this way, it kind of feels like this is what you thought you were headed toward, but maybe that wasn't it, but it does still, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you may have taken a path that led you here. You can still choose the other route, and it's still going to lead you here, but you have to do it. Like, you have to take the action to do it, but you're not going to be able to until this is done. Your hopes and your fears, the Five of Cups, yeah. So, and like I said, right, like I think the big time thing that I'm getting from all of this is, number one, it's not your fault, right? Don't blame yourself for where you are at right now, right? You chose a path, yeah, it may have led you to the Ten of Wands, but you're given the opportunity to turn around and take the other path, right? And wipe your hands clean of all of this. Whatever disappointment and whatever emotional pain that you have been through, it's over with. This is like hoping that those two cups are still there. They absolutely are. You just have to turn around and look at them. But we also have to release, the disappointment and the hurt emotions, right? The fear there would be that if you turn around, that Ace of Cups is not going to be there, but it is, because it's in your environment. It's like right there. But you have to take the action to do this. Now with the Knight of Wands, this could be that, beyond needing to find that passion and, continue to act toward this, some of you might actually have to physically do something and not worry about what's going to happen later, because you've already done that and it's left you with the Ten of Wands. But now we get to look at this, face it down, and be done with it. Damn, Virgo. And then coming out, the Nine of Swords. And this is where I feel like there needs to be, the accurate assessment of what you have experienced. Don't overanalyze things. The whole point is to just kind of review it, look at, patterns and situations, and be done with it, right? And it's not that you need to learn a lesson here. I think that you just need to look at it so that it doesn't repeat itself, so you don't end up in this place where you're not seeing this. I would just be careful with the Nine of Swords coming out, because, it's everything that you're doing to yourself. The fear, the anxiety, the thoughts that are getting ahead of you. Don't regret what you chose to do. Don't ever regret, what you have experienced, because it's leading you to this point now. But I worry here. And that's kind of where I feel like with the High Priestess, like I need to tell you that what you feel like is the truth. Even if you don't have, those facts to support it. And then the Eight of Swords. And, again, like it kind of goes back to your thoughts keeping you trapped, right? And needing to be careful about overanalyzing the things that you've been through. Don't keep yourself in this place where you're just going to allow everything to continue to pile on you. Right? Because this is an opportunity to drop it all. And it may not be the Ace of Wands, but damn it, you have the Ace of Cups there. With the Four of Wands, what I feel like here is that you made a choice here to get some stability in your life. Now, if we're talking about this in terms of, possibly another person that you're wanting to build your life with, it could be that some of you are needing to kind of move out and do your own thing. Now, on the other hand, I feel like for some of you, initially there is this level of stability, but I think for some of you it's time to move on. And it may actually be a physical move that you're going to have to make. You're going to have to make that choice. Whatever responsibilities or whatever is weighing on you now, you need to kind of like let that go, lay it to rest, so to speak. Right? But I can understand like the fear and the anxiety as far as like making the big change, right? But I still feel like something shocking is going to happen to you. You may perceive it as like a negative thing, but it's actually better for you, right? But with the Eight of Swords, some of you, and this is just temporary, right? Because I'm only looking at your next week ahead. You're going to keep yourself trapped with these kinds of thoughts. You might get into a place where you're going to have to physically move, but you don't actually make the choice to do that or to act on that because you just can't see past what you're already dealing with. Now, on the other hand, right, like some of you may be fearing that once you do this, you're stuck and you can't go back. But I don't think that that's the case because of the Two of Wands kicking this off. I would just be careful about your thoughts and your thoughts keeping you, stuck in this place where you don't think that anything can move forward, right? And with the Chariot, though, beyond the physical move, self-control, getting control over those thoughts, not, overanalyzing everything that, you've experienced before, and don't expect the same to happen in the future. And then Strength. And that's not bad. In truth, I go right back to this and what I feel like I need to tell you. What you feel like is the truth. Right? But you're going to have to take action toward that truth here, and you're going to have to find the strength to do it. It's not bad. It's just, your own fears and anxieties that may be keeping some of you trapped. And then watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. Yeah, especially with the Ten of Wands being there. So just take a minute to just relax. And then, through that, you'll be able to uncover those treasures, right? Like there's something so much better and it's there. It's just that, you need to kind of like relax your thinking right now. I keep getting the feeling that I need to tell you that what you know is the truth. And that if you do turn around, that Ace of Cups is still going to be there for you.